The BMW UFO. So I started washing the parts, getting the release agent off of it, and I had to cut off the pour plug on this. And they are rough kits, so I had to sand most of the plug around. I still got a little more sanding to do on the inner ring here. The instructions, I'm not a big fan. It's basically a technical drawing. I really don't tell you how to put it together. One thing about the Unicraft kit, I'll just come out and say it, too many parts. It really should it should have very little resin and basically a more of, I want to say, a vacuum form kit, or basically the whole kit should be resin. I understand why they do it like this, because even I've had a few kits which I've done resin kits that are too many parts, and it should be a little more simplified. But anyway, I got the pour plug off. You can see where I sanded it down with the bench grinder. We'll just have to do a little putty work and everything, but we're going to do that last. But anyway, I got to start with the ring. And the ring is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. However, this thing is not straight at all. So if I actually glue this together, it's actually going to be oblong. It will not be a round circle at all. And number one, this will be a very, very weak kit. This will be basically like the Kohlemeyer trailer. It will not fit at all. And it's actually, once you get the ring in, and then basically what's going to hold it together is the fan blades. So you're going to have something like that all the way around. Well, anyway, you can see where it's not circle at all. And it's going to be very, very weak. I'm not saying you can't put this together, with the resin parts, but I have a solution to this. We are going to omit this. This is a version 3. We're going to make this the version 3A. It's just going to be a tad bit different. And when I say tad bit different, instead of the round circle, we're going to have basically a more flatter surface. So I made a template here. It's 8 inches in diameter. It's actually a big kit for 72nd scale, or at least I think it is. I'm going to take my template here, and I actually made a support ring, and then I made some support rings on the inside. So these will be cut out and hollow, and basically, for example, you'll be able to glue the fan blades all the way in, like so, all the way around, and it'll have some support. It'll have a styrene, basically a frame to hold up the weight and everything. So when you get everything in here like so, and I'll have everything cut out, and I'll try to get this cut out at least by tomorrow, and show everyone how we're going to have the version 3A, and that way, and if necessary, I could probably glue these on the styrene and blend it all together, which is my game plan. But what I really want to do is I want to probably cut 2 of these out, glue the fans in, get it clamped together, and just sand the outside of it, just a little bit of a concave, which it should represent it, but we'll just see. But anyway, you can see how it's kind of rough on the kit. I can't say anything. I've had kits like that. I built kits like that, so no big deal. But anyway, that's what the game plan on the BMW UFO is, to make a frame for it. That's I think the wisest course of action, and it'll be sturdy and you can manhandle it. So that's the main thing we are going to do. So anyway, that's about the only thing I'm going to change on the kit, and everything else should just slap right on. But anyway, more on that later. What? My assistant here wants some attention. The Kohlemeyer trailer, we're going back at it, and number one, the kit's just again, too many parts. But anyway, the wheels sit up. You can't put a tank on there that'll ride on the wheels. So I'm going to add some little risers here, and then this ain't going to be it, but I need a template. I'm going to cut out basically a frame and put this on top like so, and it'll have a little more detail on it. That way it'll sit above the tires, and you'll be able to actually put a tank on there, and then of course repainting it. Now when I built this first time, I didn't know it was going to be attached to a, I probably should have asked, but it wasn't. But anyway, this has got to be attached to the half track here, so I did drill it out, and I actually broke it. So what I'm going to do is I took some styrene tube here, which does fit the diameter of the trailer hitch, and I'm actually going to just cut the original one off, glue that one. It's going to be a little bit bigger, but at least you'll be able to put it on the half track, and you'll be able to tow the Kohlemeyer trailer. But anyway, more on that probably tomorrow. That's my game plan if everything works out. My assistant is shunning me. And I want to probably do this in the shed update, but good folks at Fine Scale sent me a free copy of the Out of This World modeling. And I'll go into more detail on it in the shed update, because I actually built a Scarlet Viper for this about a year ago. And let's see, where am I at? I'm on page 90 something, I think. Yeah, there I am. There is me. That was a very fun project. Second Scarlet I built. But anyway, I'll go in a little more detail in the shed update, because I got a few things in there that I want to show compared with the book too. So trying to keep up a tradition. I'll show all that. And that's just more to go and watch the shed update videos. But anyway, there's some actually really great work in here from other modelers. A lot of people I've known throughout the years on social media, Facebook and all that. But anyway, there's some great models. Very fun. And I think it'll be a nice addition to the art. But anyway, we'll discuss that probably tomorrow. But anyway, that's what I've got going on today. We are going to go talk about the Out of This World modeling book. We are improving the Kohlemeyer trailer, and we are starting the framework of the BMW UFO. So that's what I got going on today. So stay tuned for the next exciting episode.